everyone, I'm Cinder9. Welcome back to Let's Play Valkyria Chronicles. And as you see, I'm back in the command room. This is Jan. A few of you in the comments were like, why didn't you take Jan? And I just kind of went over the characters just really fast because I was rushing. One, Vice is from Skies of Arcadia, if that wasn't clear, which is really cool that they had Vice here, which is a neat, just little, like, homage. I don't know exactly what you want to call it, but that's pretty cool. If you ask, why didn't you take Jan? I'm kind of sad you didn't take Jan. And Jan's a cool guy. Don't get me wrong. There's one reason I'm not taking Jan. Because everybody does.
Come back anytime.
I've always seen everybody take Jan. He's cool, but I want my LP to be different. So you know what? I'm not going to take Jan. Nothing wrong with Jan. I just want to be different. And the other reason is, I'll be honest, I probably don't use Lancers as much as other people do. I'll be kind of honest about that. I don't know. I've just not used Lancers as much, and that's something else I'm going to try to do differently in this. But I end up just not doing that for whatever reason. Anyway, there we go. That's out of the way. The flare gun. Guess this is really quick. This all shows I do read your comments. See?
Welks. There you are. I've been looking for you.
Hey, Ace. How'd your enlistment go? No problems?
I registered as a tank pilot and mechanic. Maintaining and operating the Edelweiss will be my responsibility from now on. I think it's nice that we'll all be on the same squad together. I think so too.
So what are you up to now?
The tank's hangar space is just through here. I was just carrying some Ragnite fuel back. It's used to power the tank, and also for the turret-mounted cannon rounds.
I guess I'm just more used to seeing it in street lamps and medical compounds.
Seems like everything is Ragnite powered these days. That stuff is everywhere. Not enough of it for some people, though. It's the source of a lot of conflict.
They say the Empire's invading only to get at all the Ragnite in Gallian soil.
Oh, that's right. I had something to give you, Welks.
What's this?
Father's flare gun. It was in the barn, but I thought you might have some use for it.
Another hand-me-down.
I gave it a once-over. It might be old, but it's still serviceable.
I didn't mean... I just can't believe I'm a tank operator now. Thank you for this, Ace.
I'll do a spot check on the Edelweiss now, to make sure it's ready to go at any time. Alright, we'll get going for now then. See you later.
I'll cut to the chase. Here's your mission. The Great Vassal Bridge was just taken by the Empire. It's a key strategic position.
The Great Vassal Bridge?
It's a major drawbridge crossing the canal in Vassal, just outside the capital.
That bridge is a part of the central transit artery, leading into Randgreaves. Our mission is to take it back. The Empire has been running a blitz, with their shock troops outrunning their defense. Our 3rd Regiment will retake the bridge before defensive reinforcements can arrive.
How quaint. The militia holding a little strategy meeting of its own. How long were you planning on hiding out in here, Varrot?
My apologies, sir. We'll depart soon.
Whatever. They're just country mice. It's not like they'll be much help.
More help, perhaps, than your army unit that couldn't hold the bridge in the first place.
Hey!
Regardless, Vassal remains a critical position. We'll reclaim it immediately.
Well, all good. See that you do.
Who was that?
General Damon, commander of the Central Forces.
Central Forces? That's the army branch the militia was folded into, right?
That's right. They say the general's an aristocrat. He looks down on the common militia.
That doesn't make any sense.
Right. Now that the war's begun, we all need to band together and fight to keep Gallia safe. Who cares at this point whether you're in the army or the militia? It's ridiculous.
Gentlemen, let's return to the mission. We'll begin by taking back the western bank to gain a foothold for reclaiming the bridge. Lieutenant Gunther, I'm assigning Squad 7 to this mission. It's your first maneuver, so be smart.
Yes, Captain.
The other squads are on patrol. Stay sharp and be ready to help take back the bridge. I'm counting on all of you out there. Now move out.
About skirmishes. Unlike those within the main story, the battles found in the Skirmishes tab can be played any number of times. Perfect for amassing experience and research fees. Try them if you're feeling underpowered. Press the Y button to open the menu, then choose Skirmishes from the tab select menu to pick the battle you wish to fight. New skirmishes are added as you progress through the main plot, and the difficulty of each skirmish can be set freely. Just be careful. Though not a plot battle, soldiers lost during skirmishes can still die. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show off skirmishes, kind of in, I guess you could say, bonus episodes. I haven't exactly decided how I'm going to do skirmishes, but I will show off each skirmish at least once. That way you all can see them. Oh, no, didn't want headquarters. I wanted episode select. There we go. So, yeah. General Damon. Complete loser. That's all you need to know about him, if you didn't get that vibe already. Captain Varrot's cool. Our mission is to take the West Bank so we can start retaking the Vassal Bridge, which is a key point for Randgrease's defenses. This will be our first op with Squad 7, so some things will be a little different. West Bank of Vassal City.
Here are details on the current operation.
The Imperial force is deployed in a defensive formation around a camp within Vassal's urban center. You will assign your squad position split between a city team and a riverside team. The city team will protect the base camp while the riverside team strikes the enemy. Your objective is to occupy the enemy's camp. Defeat the enemy units defending the camp, then get to the flag hung above their camp to occupy it. Beginning with this operation, you'll be responsible for assigning your soldiers to their combat positions. Before commencing the operation, choose the Position Units command to view a list of deployable units. Then, once you've selected a unit you'd like to deploy, choose the position you wish them to take. Intelligence reports say they have tanks stationed in the city area there. It would behoove you to include an anti-tank unit on the city team to facilitate its neutralization. I would also recommend you add units with high AP, such as scouts and engineers, to your Riverside Strike Force. Once you've got your teams in place, select the Deploy command to begin the operation. Now, it's time to get those soldiers of yours into position. Victory, the enemy base camp is captured. Failure, enemy occupies Gallia's base camp. all ally soldiers and reserves are killed, Welkin dies, or 20 turns pass. Now, as you see, we can have 5 members. There's already 1 at the city base and 3 on the Riverside Strike team. For the Riverside Strike team, we already have Welkin, Alicia, and Rosie already there. And we're going to include... we'll include Claudia. Okay. So this fills up all the spots for this strike force, as you can see. Usually Welkin, Alicia, and probably Rosie and Largo are deployed. You'll always have Welkin out there. More than likely. Sometimes you can... I don't think you can ever choose where Welkin starts. Anyway, sometimes you have forces that are already deployed, so you can't move those. But the rest, you're free to choose. Over here, we already have Largo, who's a Lancer. Remember, we want some anti-tank units over here. We're also going to throw a Hector. And take Catherine. Vice. And somebody to take a look around. We'll take Freesia. Sure. There we go. You can choose your units. Other than the units that are already placed, you can choose where to place your units. Take your full complement, so members, and then limit 5, 4. Everybody else, the other part of your 20, are in backup, you could say. They're reserve units. And you can bring them out if you need to. I'll show off how that works. I think the game goes over that. You can relook at the objectives. You can go back to the book mode. When you're ready, deploy.
We're prepared to commence the operation. I look forward to good news from you.
Split into 2 teams, offensive and defensive. Squad 7, move out!
It's so good to hear that again. First of many times you will hear Squad 7, move out.
All right, it's our first mission. Let's split into 2 teams, City and Riverside. I'll lead the Riverside team towards the enemy encampment with the Edelweiss.
Shock Trooper here. Leave the offense to me.
City team, your job is to guard the base. Be ready for anything, including tanks.
How long you think I've been an anti-tank man? A couple of tanks ain't no sweat.
That's the spirit, Largo. Now, let's move out!
Something you'll learn about Largo and Rosie is that they're veterans, especially Largo.
Listen closely. This information could save your life.
Largo's been around for a while. About occupying camps. Camps, found across the battlefield, grant your forces a number of advantages. Units stationed near camps get a boost to their defense, and to the amount of HP recovered at the start of each turn. Units at friendly camps get more HP back per turn. Plus a boost to their defense. It's hard to beat a unit that's entrenched in a camp. Well, it's harder. Even tanks, which usually get no HP bonus, will regain some HP at the start of each turn's start, because the tank can get repairs while in a friendly camp. Weapons with limited ammo, like grenades, mortars, and lances, are also replenished. However, if enemy units are around a camp, you cannot occupy it until they've been defeated. A camp has to have no enemies before you can get it. Effectively defending your camps while taking down the enemies will pave your way to victory. This is really true. Try to take camps. They really help out your units. Alright, 9 CP. So you can move 9 units excluding the Edelweiss. You won't have enough to move everything because remember the Edelweiss takes 2. Now there's something in this that we will see for the first time. One, we're going to see our other units. And I'll try them all out. I'll give Catherine a shot. Literally a shot. We'll see some shock troopers. Maybe the Lancers if a tank gets close. And you'll see how different units perform. The other thing you're going to see in this stage, I'm going to try to kill them all, but I don't have the best luck with this. There are ace units. What are ace units? Well, you'll see. They have a very fancy name. And the deal with that is if you kill them, you get a special gun. Now, I honestly don't like them. I don't think they're that great. But I do want to show them all. They're typically a lot harder to kill as well. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take Rosie, who is a shock trooper, about terrain actions. Near some locations on the battlefield, special actions will become available by pressing A as specified. For example, units walking through grass can crawl to hide within it, out of view of enemy attackers. Also, climbing a ladder can allow the unit roof access. Keep an eye out for other useful actions. Like this, crawl. Because Rosie's crawling in the... Rosie is crawling in the grass, the enemies can't see her until she gets really close. This can help you get to units.
Ain't no stopping me.
They're going to start firing. And there's a potential going off. Potentials are useful because that was a good one. You can tell by the background. Now, we have two scouts here. There's this scout and this one. As you can see, Rosie gets 20 shots. It only takes 2 to the head to kill. Remember, shock troopers, machine gun, a lot of shots. So do this. If you line...
Just keep up this pace.
If you can... I should have had her crawl in the grass. That would have been smart.
Open fire.
If you can get units lined up, a shock trooper can mow them down. Use it to your advantage. Alright,
My turn, okay?
let's get Alicia going. I need her to...
Unit spotted.
And so you can see that there was a scout hiding. Now when you're hiding as well, you still have that defensive boost, as you can see. Something to really take care of them? Grenade. Grenades are your friend that way.
Nice work. Keep taking them down.
Just like Captain Varrot said a few episodes ago, scouts are your eyes. Use them as such. Find enemies.
Don't let them provoke you.
And then run away. Or fire or use a grenade.
Enemy sighted.
That's who we're looking for. Now see how he has a fancy name? Ty the Immortal. 333 HP, and it's a shock trooper. So we need to be very careful. Now we're going to keep Alicia there. That way we know where he's at. Now you see how you have this grass symbol? That means the unit is hiding in the grass. See, crawling. Because Ty the Immortal is crawling, kind of hard to get rid of. It's quite annoying.
Here we go.
Time to move out with the Edelweiss. Hi, Shock Trooper.
How's it going up there, Rod?
Okay. We're gonna take this mortar and a fire here.
Fire!
Now, Ty the Immortal is not in grass anymore, as you can see. But something else that these ace units like to do is they like to dodge a lot. Now, you've seen this once, where the unit ducks down and basically avoids all the fire. Ty the Immortal likes to do that as well. Let's see.
Alright.
Now, as you can see, there is a repair command. Repairing doesn't take any,
Watch out for hidden enemies.
There we go. Repairing doesn't take any AP, you just have to be in the right spot. And there you go. You have repaired sandbags.
Squad 7, welcome to the battlefield. Good luck.
Now, let's go over what an engineer has at their disposal. They have a rifle, just like a scout. They have 3 grenades. They carry a lot of explosives. That's to help them make up for the punch of just having the rifle. They carry large ragnade. Remember, like I said, they're kind of like medics as well. Large ragnade heals more than small ragnade. And they also have the engineer's tool, which is used to repair the tank, the Edelweiss.
And see how they move. Please stay behind cover as you proceed.
Now, you saw that you heard a noise. When an engineer goes by a unit, they replenish that unit's ammo. This is very important. This includes grenades. Let's see if we can get the grenade. I think that's close. No, it wasn't close enough. Sometimes it's hard to tell with the camera angle, which is something I don't like. But at least we did get to, you did get to see the engineer in action like that. Yeah, we don't have the mortar anymore, which is kind of a shame.
Moving out.
So what we're going to do now that we have the grenades back.
Cover behind sandbags when possible.
I know this one will reach.
Please hit.
Nade! And there we go.
Good. That makes things a bit easier.
Yay. There goes the ace.
Please keep up formation as you flank them.
There you go. That's the first ace. Aces are usually hidden among the enemy ranks and are more difficult to kill. Alright, let's see some of our other units now. Let's give Catherine. Oh, accuracy boost. That's just what I wanted to see. Now, as you see AP, very little for our sniper. They don't move around a lot. So, once you get them to where you want, try not to move them so much. Now, this is what I was talking about with... Now, this is with the accuracy boost. You can see that the reticle is still pretty large. This is where it's... You might be like, ugh, what good is a sniper that's not pinpoint? That'll change over time. But just get used to the whole zooming in, getting your snipers into the position you want. Snipers just carry their sniper rifle and ragnade, no grenades. But as you can see, a sniper only gets one shot, but all they need is one shot if it hits the head. Like so. Thank you, Catherine.
I'm not done yet.
Good. That makes things.
There we go. Reload. Let's see. I don't have much for these units to do right now. Like I said, they're supposed to be defending the base, and that's how I play it. You can just rush forward, trust me. I've seen it.
Be ready for their counteroffensive.
But we're just gonna move the Edelweiss forward.
The bridge is just ahead.
And we don't have a yeah, just kind of out of range. We don't have really the range yet. Because it'll be funny.
Now!
Ha! Good job, Welkin. It is possible to hit an enemy with, you know, the tank, the main tank cannon. Just don't assume it's going to hit like that. Welka's just trying to help me look good, and I appreciate that. About leader units. A CP symbol is displayed beside the names of some units in their profile window. I've kind of already gone over this. These units are known as leaders, and they exist among both allied and enemy forces. In Squad 7, Alicia is one such leader. By including them on the field, you'll add 1 CP to your total, allowing you to control more units per turn. Try to always take your leaders. If a leader is defeated, however, that CP is subtracted from the pool. Keep your leader units protected while actively seeking out to destroying enemy leaders to reduce their CP pool. This will help you in the long run in a battle. You get more turns, they get less turns. Well, more CP, they get less to do. That helps you out. So there we go. He was a leader, he had that CP symbol. So the enemy has 1 less CP now. Speaking of CP, that's all of ours, so let's give them their turn. Here comes the scout. And that's why I specifically put a shock trooper there. Shock troopers are fantastic at taking out enemies with their intercepting fire. Goodbye. About orders. As Squad 7's leader, Welkin is able to issue special commands called orders. Orders cost CP to use, but some yield squad-wide effects that can be invaluable when used wisely. To issue an order, open the menu in the command mode by pressing the Y button to select orders. Choose a specific order you'd like to issue. Some orders will affect all units, others require you to select a target. New orders can be learned by leveling up your unit classes on the training field. They'll make battles ahead easier. That they will. Orders are the ace up your sleeve. And again, being an officer, Welkin and the leader of Squad 7, he has access to orders. Now we only know one order right now, and that's evade boost. Raise one ally's evasion. This will give them a chance to dodge more bullets, do the whole ducking animation more. It's nice if you end up overextending a unit, and it's like, uh-oh, that unit could really be in some trouble. Evade boost it. Give it a chance to survive. You can always end your phase early, like so. By doing so, you'll save CP for the next turn. Remember that your ranking is based on turns, but if you're having problems with the fight, this could help you. Of course, if you're having problems with the fight, skirmishes aren't a bad way to get a little extra experience and money to upgrade your stuff. But just know you can store CP. I believe the max you can store is 20? 5, 10, 15, I believe it's 20. Somewhere around there. So try not to go over that. Alright.
I'm on it.
Now, did you see shock troopers don't have a lot of AP? This is their one downfall.
Enemy sighted.
Watch the rooftops for enemy snipers.
Who'd you see, Rosie?
Keep casualties down.
Load. Alright, let's get our scout to go see what's going on. Now, a lot of people take these fights, you know, like a game. They know the best strat. They know the... Oh, there's the... Great. They know the 100% best strategies to take, etc., etc. I don't. I end up treating it more like a combat op. I have the scout and things like that. Hi, shock trooper. You're not paying attention. I see there's a shock trooper on this rooftop and will fire from the rooftop. Rooftop. Blah blah blah. E-grenade.
Man down. Everybody be careful.
When the battle is not in your favor, like it's not with Alicia against a shock trooper, because if she doesn't kill, she's going to take all those 20 bullets back. Remember, counterattacks work. Don't forget your grenades. They're very helpful. There's a reason that they carry them. That units carry them. Now we know that there are 2 tanks. There's one here. There's a light tank here. And we know there's a light tank here. And you see these light tanks have 1450 body and 425 tread. The Edelweiss is better.
Entering combat.
Just also watch out for Lancers and the like. Watch out for Lancers.
Enemy sighted. Enemy sighted.
Let's see, we see a scout. Now, because I know what's going on, I'm not scared to take the. I'm not scared to bring the Edelweiss here. I know from previous experience that there was not a Lancer. Just be careful. All right. Priorities should be as follows for a tank. For the Edelweiss, tanks, then Lancers, and then everything else. Tanks are top priority. Because a tank can actually damage the Edelweiss back. Nothing else can. Okay. We know that's there. We know there's this tank. I should show off Lancers, but what I'm going to do, and this is not a bad idea, trust me. I'm going to use the Edelweiss to take out the tank. There's nothing else over here that can hurt our tank. Get rid of the threat, and then you can use the Edelweiss as cover. Say goodbye to a light tank. Now, yes, that takes a lot of CP to do. Which is why a Lancer can be a better option if you have one around. That's why.
Alright.
And we're going to move the engineer up. Why? That way, it can be used to repair the Edelweiss.
Watch out for hidden enemies.
Make sure she faces forward. That way she can shoot at somebody that turns the corner. Yes, that matters. In the current phase. Now the enemy still has a lot of forces, but very few of them can damage the Edelweiss. Here comes the light tank. The other light tank.
Damn tank's busted right through the stinking wall. Well, it's my turn now. Stick this in your pipe and smoke it.
Stay sharp. Tanks can break through crumbling walls and trample down sandbags and trees.
That's it. Stay sharp about that. Yay, mortar. Ow. Now we have a problem. Hi, engineer. Bye, engineer. Of course, the engineer is going to go be with the tank, which is where your engineers kind of should be. Always be within reach of a tank. Oh no.
Under minor fire.
As Welkin said, minor fire, and that's exactly right. Grenades can damage treads, which will make you move slower, but that's about all they're going to do. About ammunition. Each weapon holds a set quantity of ammo. We've seen this. That equates to the number of times that weapon can be fired in battle. For example, if the ammo reads 3, that weapon can be fired 3 times before it's out of ammo and therefore unusable. Weapons with limited ammunition include anti-tank lances, sniper rifles, grenades, mortars, other explosives, and so on. Oh yeah, that's something I didn't go over about your snipers. If you're going to have your snipers fire a lot, have an engineer close by. they're going to need to reload your snipers. Snipers only get 3 shots and that's it. There are 3 ways to regain spent ammo. Each turn, 1 is to wait a turn. Each turn, 1 use worth of ammo is restored automatically. Went over that. 2, units standing within camps are restocked to full capacity each turn. We were told that they got more ammunition. Well, they're fully restored. Very handy. 3 is the engineer unit, which I went over. Every ally an engineer makes contact with will be restored to full capacity. Thanks, engineers! Keep these reloading methods in mind, and watch on remaining ammo levels to ensure your squad never comes up short on ammo. Alright. We now have this tank problem over here, so we're going to deal with it. Largo? Now, as you see, a tank can fire. Stand right here. Goodbye, tank! And of course, the tank was a CP. Wow, all that smoke just lagged the computer. My bad. And then we just get Largo out. There we go. Lancers are anti-tank units. They're built to 1, take the mortar shots, and 2, take that machine gun fire from tanks. From tanks. Let me make that perfectly clear. So they're good at that. Just be careful. You can overextend your Lancer units, bring them too far out, and they get shot up like Largo was doing. Have them quickly do the job and then get back behind cover. If you can get a Lancer unit behind a tank, 1 shot. Same goes for the Edelweiss. If you can get the Edelweiss behind a tank and hit the weak point, 1 shot. Alright.
I'm on.
Now, units that are behind sandbags are still no match for a shock trooper. This is what they do. This is what they specialize in. Lots of bullets. Say goodbye to the enemy.
Just keep up this pace. Keep an eye out for troops on the rooftops.
Now, as you saw, units have to reload. In this situation, I waited with Rosie until the shock trooper reloaded, then went and got cover. It works, and while these just may seem like little tips now, later on, they'll really help you. They'll help you take way less damage. Well, now, this will be interesting. Since that tank decided to, break down this wall,
Looks like there's something in that building's shadow.
so you're just a scout, right? I'd really like to take care of the shock trooper. Come on. See? From really far distances, your sniper just isn't going to hit. They have to be think that they have low range sniper rifles right now. Like they're using a low scope instead of a bigger sniper rifle. But that's okay. Trust me, while you may not like the sniper now, you will. Just really trust me on it. Moving on. You behind the sandbag. Go away. Goes 1 shock trooper, which breaks up the CP.
Man down, everybody be careful.
Bonk. How many CP do we have left? 4?
I'm on.
And target high. Again, aim for the head. Because you saw it would take 22 shots just in the back. Aim for the head. And with this, at that range, with as many bullets as your shock trooper's throwing out, it won't be a problem. Oh, just because this op's over. One more shot for our sniper. Yeah, see? But, again, that's alright.
I'm on.
There's no enemies here. Occupy, and that's that. This was all we had to do for this mission. It wasn't wipe out all enemies or anything like that. Operation complete. No matter how many enemies are left, if you complete the operation, you do whatever you have to, you win.
We took their base.
Exactly, Welkin. A B rank, not bad. There's the ace defeated, the 2 tanks, enemy leader bonus. You get money and EXP for each leader you beat, but not every enemy you beat. Just keep that in mind. And you can do it in, you can do this mission in 2 turns. I think 2 turns is the A rank. Kind of messed around to show everything, but that's how this is going to be. Don't expect tons of A ranks or a perfect playthrough or anything like that out of me. But we're going to have a lot of fun. And I think I'll show this game more from a tactical and tip standpoint for newer players. Is how this will end up. See ZM MP1G from the enemy. This is the ace weapon. You get the enemy weapons if you beat the aces. New episode has been added. So there we go. And I lost complete track of time. This episode's gone on way too long. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you had a lot of fun. I get caught up in battles, but don't worry. If a battle is really lengthy, I'll end up cutting it into 2 episodes. Things like that, because the battles will get more lengthy as we continue on. That's our first real taste right there. Till the next episode, I'm Cinder89. Remember to shoot for the stars, and take care, everyone.